Assalamualaikum, and I would like to present the topic today entitled Periodization of the Annual Plan. So there are two learning outcomes that should be covered in this topic. The first one is the students should be able to explain annual training plan and its characteristics and understand the classification of annual plan. So for the annual training plan, there are four periods that should be covered in this topic. The first one is preparatory, that is to aim developing the fitness and training. Pre-competition is tapering of the performance. Competition is maintaining high level of performance, and transition is physical and physic recovery. So let's go one by one. For the preparatory phase, during this stage, the athlete gains required level of fitness and technical quality of the following period. In some kind of the sport such as endurance sport, it is the longest stage of annual cycle. During this stage, the training process has to ensure creating the training basic for future performance and develop preconditions for further improvement of the fitness, training, and performance. The principle of the training during preparatory phase lies in an appropriate volume and intensity of load, the kind of exercise, and including these components to the training plan at the right time and in the right rate. Preparatory phase in an analytic and synthetic character and may contain two or three shorter training periods. The first part is usually analytic, the training of the motor abilities and tactical and technical skill is training separately, and training mode is general and the load varies from low to medium, aimed at the continuous development of the performance. In the second part of this period, individual components are trained together. It is necessary to play to apply special training means load is more intensive. The third period requires a clear shift to the special training. Used training mean must be in accordance with the actual training movement, duration, and intensity. The training methods are strictly sport specific and large scale exercise load. Volume and intensity is necessary for adaptation and further progress in the first transition period. During the preparatory phase, the athlete gradually changes the rate of the specific and general training means. In the first stage, general training means prevail. In the second and third stage, specific training means are prevalent. At the beginning of this period, the training process is focused on volume. In the second part of period, intensity increase. Next, for the pre-competition phase, this includes about two or 4 weeks before competition period, and it should be not very long because it may result in decrease in motivation or problems with maintain reach fitness level without the top competition. The main task is increasing performance. Fitness training is specific. Technical skills are stabilized for competition load and the variety of the race movement. The main principles of training in the first transition period are the following: decrease the training volume, high quality of training process, sufficient time for rest and recovery, most training exercises are specific, check races or competition, tapering training must be respect individual specific and current health condition of the athlete. Alright, for the competition phase, the aim is to demonstrate the maximum level of performance. During session, the athlete usually compete in top, most important or second level competition. This stage is created in relation with the date of importance competition and can be either simple or complex. Simple competition period lasts for the 2 to 3 months, while the complex one for 4 to 5 months. In individual or endurance sport, this period is usually divided into two parts. The first one is reserved for developing desired performance level. The athlete usually take part in the second level of qualification competition. During the second part, optimum high level of performance is maintained and the athlete should reach the best result in the sport shape. During competition phase, sport games usually have a specific model of regular match, 1 to 3 matches a week. Sport shape can be kept for about 2 to 4 weeks. Therefore, tapering for the sport shape should be implemented for the main race only or twice during a long races session, with some recovery period included between the period of the sport shape. For the rest competition phase, the athlete should maintain a good level of performance. Planning training during session must respect the balance of the high quality of load and sufficient time for recovery. And last one, for the transition phase, period of defining motor activity must be alternate with relaxation period. This period usually lasts for 2 and 6 weeks depending on the length of the pre-competition and competition phase. The frequency of training is low and training units are short. The content of the training is usually general and must support physical and physical recovery. The training transition period is categorized with decrease in training load, such as intensity, volume, and frequency. Training is based on the general training means, however, it should be varied. Without competition, attempt to maintain a quiet level of fitness and psychological recovery. And the characteristic of annual training plan, it is a monocycle and therefore is appropriate for the seasonal sport with one major competitive phase. The model is based on the specific of the training for the speed and power sports such as sprinting, jumping and throwing event in the track and field. The volume and intensity curve may not be appropriate for sports that are dominated by endurance. So that's all from me. Thank you.